So you're about to turn 18 at this time, right?
Yep. About to leave. So probably coming off some puppy love. Yeah, because puppy love was in that spring. And this is what started it. When you found that box and it said Alone 2,
Yeah, Loan Part Two.
and we read it together, and I about fell out of my chair.
Yeah, that was
That was the
awesome.
only one you had read
Yep.
before the podcast. So
Yeah, now we got Part One,
where where it all began.
where it all began. All right, so alone. I look for people everywhere I go, and there's so many that I see. Most of them I do not know, nor do they know me. They act as though I'm no good, or that I should be something great. Don't they know I would if I could, but I just have too much hate. As I write down how I feel, it's like it's all just overplayed. Then that in time I will heal, and my dreams will cease to fade. But as far as you know, but as far but as for now, it is not so. My voice hides my angry tone. I do not know when again I will grow. I am lonely to the point of alone. I rocks with that.
Well, I'm glad I made it out of that. That's interesting. It's actually pretty. That's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the most part, this is how most people feel. You know what I mean? Like people have all these expectations on you
You know? Yeah.
when
Right.
they don't know that you're doing it all on your own. You know what I mean? And that you're just figuring life out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like that. I like your take on it.
no,
It's positive.
as I'm taking it in, there's a lot of um there's a lot of like things I can relate to relate in this, you know what I mean?
Nice. Well, and it's funny because I agree with that because as I'm sitting there listening to it, I'm like, I don't know that all that's changed. I mean, some of it, right? But I think that's probably what a lot of us deal with, like you said, every day, and not just when you're young. I think one funny thing to me is that this reminded me of is that when you're young, you think all this stuff changes. You think adults have it figured out. Well, at least when I was a kid. I don't know about now, but when I was a kid, you felt like adults have it figured out.
Hmm.
You'll shift to this different person at some point.
Yep.
These things that you feel and think will cease to exist as you become, I don't know, normal, right? Or whatever it's considered. And then as you get older, you realize, holy shit, this never changes.
Right.
Like it's the same battle. They were doing the same battle. Just your age dictates nothing on what you know.
Yeah.
20-year-olds know more than 80-year-olds and vice versa. Like it doesn't mean anything.
Hmm.
It's all those things that you thought you start to realize that they're lifelong.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's a great point because yeah, when you're a teenager, you think yeah, grown-ups have it figured out. You're just gonna end up figuring it out one day. But really, those kids that are in high school end up most of the time ended up being the same person
Yep.
growing up.
Well, and feelings around love and relationships and your self worth,
Yeah.
that doesn't go away.
No.
Right. And I think when you're a kid, you think you're figuring it out. But then, again, like I said, when you get older, no, you're still figuring it out. You're
Hmm.
still trying to figure out relationships. You're still trying to figure out, again, your self worth,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with your life, right?
Yeah.
As they say. So, or who are you going to be?
Yeah.
And then you get tested on all those things.
Yeah.
So then you decide, okay, this is who I'm going to be. And then life gets in the way.
Yeah.
And then bloop, at the end, here you are, an
Well, at
adult.
least from when I was in high school, like when you would see people like where the age I'm at now, 24, like you would think that they were grown ups, that they were, had everything figured out, this or that, but you realize that they're still kids. You know what I mean? Most of them are still kids until they're 30
Well,
or
and shit, I know 50-year-olds that act that way. I mean, so yeah, no, it blows it again. Like we said, it's that you have these beliefs when you're a kid that you think will change, and I think one of the biggest things we all learn as we get older is that it doesn't.
yeah.
It just doesn't. Relationships don't get easier.
No.
Your value system gets tested.
Yeah.
Those things don't change.
No.
You just have more history maybe to hopefully make a better decision or to know what decision not to make, you know. So, but yeah, there's really no difference in life, right? Humans are all just going through the same thing.
Facts.
So,
No, that's so true. No, I
well, I'm
like
glad
this.
we can start with alone and get that out of there.
Yeah, I mean, Alone Part One. I don't remember what Alone Part Two is about,
I'm sure,
but I'm
sure
pretty
it's
sure
in
it's
there.
pretty similar or like play off of, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hadn't fixed my lonely. What was the last part? I'm lonely to the point of alone.
Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't see an Alone 3 though. I don't remember one. So it gets right at some point, I guess.
That's funny. No, that was
Well,
good.
and I'll just say on that, it's an interesting topic in that if somebody's alone, there's two ways to fix that. One is you meet someone, right, that you can let all that go.
Right.
But the other one is you get used to it.
Yes.
Either way, you can say I'm not alone anymore. But it's not like there's one path to fixing that. You may just say become comfortable,
Yeah.
and then you're not alone anymore. But are you? Right. So
That's deep right there.
yeah, I got a lot to think about.
Tupatu.